When A-4 Skyhawks sank the British, the Falklands War 1982. Part 1 Shadows over the South Atlantic. April 1982. Tension rises between Argentina and Britain over a cluster of cold, wind-swept islands, the Falklands, or Islas Malvinas as Argentina calls them. Argentina's military junta, led by General Leopoldo Galtieri, seizes the islands, hoping to restore national pride. In response, Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher orders the Royal Navy to sail south, over 8,000 miles, to reclaim the territory. Among Argentina's defenders are young airmen flying the Douglas A-4 Skyhawk, a small, nimble attack jet from the 1950s. It will soon become the symbol of Argentine resistance. Part 2 The Skyhawk, old but deadly. The A-4 Skyhawk was never meant to face a modern navy. No radar, no advanced missiles, just bombs and a brave pilot. But the Argentine Air Force and Navy had trained for low-level sea attack. They knew that flying below radar coverage, hugging the waves, could give them a chance against British warships. At bases in Rio Gallegos, San Julian, and Comodoro Rivadavia, mechanics worked day and night. Pilots studied the enemy fleet, destroyers, frigates, carriers, and prepared for missions with little fuel and no return guarantee. Part 3 Operation Corporate begins. On April 25, British submarines sink the Argentine cruiser Air General Belgrano, shocking Argentina. The war at sea has truly begun. Britain's Task Force 317 approaches the Falklands, carrying thousands of troops and dozens of ships. To retake the islands, they must land at San Carlos Bay, a narrow inlet surrounded by mountains. To the British, it seems defensible. To the Argentine pilots, it's a trap. Bomb Alley. Part 4, Bomb Alley, ignites. May 21, 1982. The British begin their amphibious landings at San Carlos. Early in the morning, radar operators detect low-flying aircraft, the Skyhawks are coming. Flying just meters above the sea, 3 A-4Bs from Grupo 5 roar into the bay. Anti-aircraft guns and missiles fill the air with fire. Bombs explode near HMS Ardent. Flames rise. Moments later, the frigate is hit again. One bomb rips through the hangar, detonating ammunition. By nightfall, HMS Ardent sinks beneath the waves. 22 British sailors die. Argentina celebrates a hard-won victory. Part 5 The Cost of Courage. The Skyhawks continue their attacks over the next few days. But the British fight back with Sea Harriers, Sea Wolf, and Sea Dart missiles. For every successful hit, a pilot is lost. Fuel shortages force many Skyhawks to return mid-mission. Some are shot down before they can release their bombs. Pilots like Lieutenant Filippi and Lieutenant Ureta narrowly escape death, returning home with bullet holes in their wings and barely enough fuel to land. Yet morale remains unbroken. Every pilot knows that their sacrifice buys time and honor for their nation. Part 6 The Fall of HMS Antelope. Studio microphone narration. May 23–24. 2 A-4Bs attack HMS Antelope, striking her with 500 lb bombs. One fails to detonate immediately. As British bomb disposal teams attempt to defuse it, the bomb explodes, tearing the ship apart. Antelope burns through the night, and sinks by morning. Argentina has struck again, but the cost is mounting. Dozens of pilots have been lost. Still, more missions are planned. Part 7 The Tragic Triumph, HMS Coventry. Studio microphone narration. May 25, 1982, Argentina's National Day. In a daring coordinated strike, Skyhawks and daggers attack 2 British ships, HMS Coventry and HMS Broadsword. Coventry's crew fires Sea Darts desperately, downing some attackers. But 3 A-4Cs slip through. They drop their bombs at ultra-low altitude, direct hits. 2 explosions rip open Coventry's hull. Within minutes, the destroyer rolls over and sinks. 19 sailors perish. The A-4 pilots, flying home with fuel nearly gone, have scored one of the most dramatic victories of the war. Part 8 Final missions. By early June, the British forces are advancing toward Port Stanley. Argentine air bases are under constant threat. Still, the Skyhawks fly. They attack supply ships, landing craft, even ground positions. But British air defenses and Harrier patrols grow stronger each day. Many aircraft are shot down, their pilots never found. The courage of these men becomes legend among comrades and foes alike. Part 9 The war's end. On June 14, 1982, Argentina surrenders. The war is over. The Falklands return to British control. Britain celebrates victory, but both sides count their dead. Argentina has lost over 60 aircraft and dozens of brave pilots. Yet the Skyhawks had done the impossible, sinking HMS Ardent, HMS Antelope, HMS Coventry, and crippling others. Their missions are still studied by military academies worldwide, examples of how determination and skill can challenge overwhelming odds. Part 10 Legacy of the Skyhawks. Studio microphone final narration. Decades later, the story of the A-4 Skyhawks endures. Old aircraft, brave men, impossible missions, and the power of human will. The British acknowledge the valor of their enemies. Even veteran Royal Navy officers admitted. Greater than, they flew with incredible courage and precision. Today, the Skyhawk stands not just as a weapon, but as a symbol of bravery, sacrifice, and national pride. As the cold waves of the South Atlantic roll on, the memory of those pilots, their courage and their fire, will never fade.